So, if you have ever tried to hit the exact same calorie target every single day and felt like you have failed the second you go over, this is exactly why you have been struggling, because fat loss does not require perfection. It requires consistency, and most calorie targets accidentally teach you that perfection is what is needed. So in this video, I'm going to explain why I give my clients a calorie range instead of a fixed number, how to actually use your range properly, how to set up your macros without overcomplicating it, and why what you eat still matters, especially if you want to look toned and you don't just want to lose weight. And if you've used my calorie calculator, this will make everything make a lot more sense. So, most people are given a number, a calorie target. So let's say it's 1600 calories, and they treat it like a test that they either pass or fail every day. But real life does not work like that. Some days you're hungrier, some days you're more active, some days you've got meals out, social plans, or you're just tired and need a bit more food. So what happens? You go over by 200 calories and suddenly it feels like you have messed everything up. And that is where the all or nothing mindset kicks in. That's what actually slows your progress down, not the calories themselves. And this is why I use a calorie range with my clients. So instead of saying eat 1600 calories, I'll give something like 1500 to 1700. And that range gives you structure, but also a bit of flexibility, because fat loss isn't about what you do on one perfect day. It is about what you do consistently over time. And a range allows you to adapt to your hunger, work around your lifestyle, stay consistent without feeling like you're constantly getting wrong. And that is the goal. Imperfect action, not perfection, but repeatability. So if you've got your calorie range from me, here's how to actually use it. First, you don't need to hit the same number every day. Think of your range as a green zone, okay? So anywhere within that range is a successful day. Sometimes you might be at the lower end, sometimes you might be on the higher end. Both matter, both count, okay? If you are using a tracking app and it only allows one number, just set the midpoint. So if your range is 1500 to 1700, set 1600. But mentally stop treating that number like a strict target, because it is just a reference point within your range. And then let's talk about macros. So that's your split of your protein, your carbs, and your fat, because this is where people tend to overcomplicate things. The most important macro by far is protein. That is what is going to help you maintain muscle, feel fuller, and actually look toned as you lose weight. So step one is hitting your protein target consistently. And after that, your carbs and fats, they matter much less than people think. There is no perfect carb to fat ratio for fat loss. Okay, you can have higher carbs and lower fats, or vice versa. Both can work. What matters more is what suits your lifestyle, what keeps your energy levels good, and what you can stick to. So instead of chasing that perfect split, focus on protein first and then build the rest around your preferences. I also want to cover what you eat matters, okay? So just because you can fit foods into your calories doesn't mean all foods will get you the same result. If your goal is purely weight loss, calories are the main driver. But if your goal is to look leaner, look more defined and more toned, then what you eat starts to matter a lot more, okay? You need enough protein to support your muscle. You need nutrient-dense foods for recovery and energy, and you will feel very different eating mostly whole foods versus ultra-processed foods. So yes, flexibility is important, but so is food quality, okay? It's not all or nothing. It is about balance. Carino, my cat, is just saying hello. And this is exactly how I coach, okay? I'm not here to give you a plan that only works when life is perfect. I am here to help you understand what you're doing, make decisions for yourself, and build something that you can actually stick to long term, because the women that I work with are actually already disciplined. They don't need any more rules. They just need a way to apply that discipline without burning out or giving up. So if you've used my calorie calculator and you've got your range, start here, okay? Use the range, focus on protein, and stop chasing perfection. And if you want help actually applying this, not just knowing it, that's exactly what I do inside my coaching. Okay, so just let me know if you want more details on how to join the High Performance Strength Strategy. I hope this has helped.